What is going on, friends? Today, we're gonna chat about just a very fun weekend and James shredding Goodwood Festival of Speed. Yeah, buddy. So first, let's take it to the Hatfield-McCoy trails. I have some cabins there that friends and I use to go and have fun at the Hatfield-McCoy trails. We also Airbnb them. In fact, I'll put a link to our Airbnb in the description below in case you guys ever want to go check it out. But this was a very special weekend. Some of you know, Lauren and I started working with Yamaha this year. I've been a massive Yamaha fan for a long time. I've had a YXZ 1000 for 10 years since they first came out. And but this weekend, I asked Yamaha if they would send a couple extra RMAXs out for my friends and I to really put them through their paces. A bunch of my friends from Maryland came down. My two buddies, both names Jason. That was insane. Jeremy, who used to be from Maryland, who works on my team, and then my brother Matthew came down, and of course Jason's wife Marcy, who is an absolute freaking ripper. Side note, the YXZ 1000 Yamaha Pure Sport side-by-side. The best, absolute, most unbelievable driving experience that you can buy for around $20,000. And so we've been running them at the Hatfield-McCoy trails forever, and they're literally like race cars for the woods. Unfreaking believable. Did I say they're unbelievable? Because they're ridiculous. But anyway, so we got some RMAXs from Eagle ATV Rental, which is a local destination Yamaha place where anyone can reach out to them, get Yamaha-based experiences and such. So he hooked us up with 3 extra RMAXs, so we have 4 RMAXs. And it was a lot of fun to take them on the East Coast. We had our West Coast one that we have out in Johnson Valley, and the team used it, media team used it as a chase vehicle, as an equipment carrier, and then I've had it out of Uwharrie, but have never been able to take it out to the Hatfield-McCoy trails. And for those of you that don't know, West Virginia's Hatfield-McCoy trails, probably the dopest trail system on the East Coast. Hundreds and hundreds of miles that spans lots of different areas of West Virginia. All the towns around it are super rider friendly, and it's just like very welcoming. You can go anywhere. Ripping YXZs. Actually, first day we went ripping YXZs. Second day, we went out and drove the RMAXs. Yeah, we'll show some footage throughout this. I definitely want you guys to experience the ripping in the YXZ. But I really want to show the RMAX because, you know, when UTVs side-by-sides came out, you know, there was only one choice, and that was the Polaris RZR. For me, I've not given anything other than sport side-by-sides attention, really. You know, I did have a KRX, but I always kept the YXZ because it's just so unbelievable of a driving experience. But I also realize that's not for everyone, which is why I want to share my experience with the RMAX, because I learned that the RMAX is, in my opinion, like the perfect all around, right? Some people are like, oh, I want to take my wife. Other people are like, I just want to go rip with my bros. Other people are like, I need to put stuff from my farm in it or on my property, and I might want to go rip with my bros or my wife. And the RMAX offers all of that. You know, Yamaha told me that, you know, their 3 C's, confidence, capability, and comfort. You know, I was like, oh, just, you know, marketing speak. But then after driving the Yamaha, and why I'm telling you this, the RMAX, the new RMAX, I should say, they absolutely nailed it. Like, it is so cool to just cruise, you know, put 4 friends in it. We did like a nice little cruise to check out the sunset with 4 of us in it. Even pulled a tree down on the way. And then you want to get the ripping, like they rip. Of course, there's a limitation to the travel, but they're well balanced. And once you get the timing of flow down with them, they are so good. And then the slow stuff, rock crawling. They just do it all. And I'm extremely impressed and like kind of bummed previously that I've never really given more of like a sport utility machine the time of day because it's been amazing around my property. Our team has used it. We've towed with it at Formula D. You know, it's been our pit vehicle. We've taken it as media support. Like it does everything. And it's a hauler and it doesn't care. Like the motor is a freaking tank. It just got so much torque and it climb anything. I was really impressed and I wanted to share that. So we have my RMAX 4-seater compact, which is the one with 4 seats without the bed. We had the RMAX 4 1000, which is the one with the bed, and then we had 2-seaters. And the 2-seaters are like almost too fast. Like they rip because they're so lightweight, but they still have the big motor. And so we had trains just ripping through. We were doing gnarly climbs. I found this one trail that I'd been wanting to do forever. I just never had the vehicle to do it, and I dropped this pretty big ledge. Of course, everything on video looks smaller than it is. I went down this really gnarly ravine, and just we had so much freaking fun. And like, that's the type of vehicle that I would put Overland 10 on and just go. I mean, it's got a 10-year belt warranty. 10-year. They do it right, and so I had to brag a little bit, but it was nice to get away, have some fun in the mountains of West Virginia. Always love going out there, and pushed a couple friends out of their comfort zone that have never done any crawling or anything, like my brother and my buddy Jason, which is actually Reese Conklin's father, for those of you that know Reese from drifting. And while we're out there, Goodwood Festival of Speed, I was keeping an eye on that, a little bit of FOMO, and shredded Lord March's driveway, but was the first time I got to see a Mustang RTR go up the hill without me driving. James Dean was there with our Driftmaster Spec Mustang RTR, and he did not disappoint. It was awesome watching him. He was going big, and like I've only had demo cars out there. Like this is a competition spec car, and boy, I thought the demo car was fast up the hill. He was moving. And so it was really, really cool to see. Of course, awesome to see, you know, Mad Mike, Bagsy, Forsberg, and the rest of the squad that was out there driving. And then to hear Jared on announcing is just, I had a little bit of FOMO, you know, but I haven't been there since before COVID. But I love that event. It's seriously one of the best motorsports events in the world. It is my hope, I'm going to say this, Goodwood, I hope you're watching. Me and James, door to door, tandeming up the hill 2026. Can we make that happen? Serious question, and it will put many smiles on faces from around the world. Anyway, friends, just wanted to connect and share an exciting weekend. Get you guys some footage, some experience. For those of you who have not been off-roading, do it. It's so good, and it trains you to be amazing at driving other things. And Goodwood, yeah, enjoy the sights, the sounds, and the fun that our man James Dean had. Good luck to the squad. Formula Drift, St. Louis this weekend. Let's have some fun and bring home some trophies. See you later, friends.
He had his $3,000 helmet on. He's done this before. He's not afraid to go upside down. They've been fine.
I think I saw him do it once or twice before.
And the tires were